20 years of Harry Potter. Yes, let's talk. Welcome to Drool Train. It's been 20 years. Can you imagine? 20 years since Harry Potter was written. 20 years since this book, yes, this book was published. Yes, today I am going to talk about Harry James Potter. Not just him, the whole book. Well, yes, I am really excited. So the truth is, I did not know Harry Potter since 20 years. I did not get to read it in 1997. I only heard of it in 2001 because back then internet was not really available in this land of Bangladesh, at least not for general people, not for me actually. So I got to know about it when the movie talks came out in 2001, I guess. Yes, and then I heard and I read a review in the children's section in an old Wednesday of 2001, and I knew I had to get those books. Well, actually, on that in that year in 2001, they translated a Bengali version of Philosopher's Stone. So there was a review about that. I read it and I immediately knew I had to get that book. So I got the first one, this, and it was so relevant because Harry goes to Hogwarts and his first grade is like sixth grade of general curriculum, I guess. Um, and I was in sixth grade, so it was really relevant for me. And the movie came out that year, and when I was in seventh grade, the second movie came out. When I was in eighth grade, the third movie came out. So it was like super relevant for me and my friends who were like Harry Potter fans. And the term Potterhead we still didn't know, but yeah, we were pretty much psyched about it. I remember that my friends and I used to name our teachers after Harry Potter characters. We had we had a Professor McGonagall who was actually our English teacher, and when she would teach us the transformation of sentences like narrations and you know stuff like that, we would imagine that he is actually teaching us transfiguration of sentences. Well, there were many Snapes because we did not like Snape really much. We had a Lockhart and we had an Umbridge, of course. We had an Umbridge. Our drill teacher was Umbridge to us, and she truly fits the part because she is a drill teacher, but she would not let the girls play on the field because it was too improper for her taste, and boys would see her as playing like Umbridge being a defense against dark. Our teacher would not let the students practice the spells. Ugh, classic, right? Um, and also, I will take the pride of I'll take the credit if no, I am not given. And shipping Hermione and Ron before they were a thing, before the sixth book came out, I had a feeling that Ron would be with Hermione, and I told my friends that, and they were like, no, are you kidding me? They're friends, and if anything's gonna happen to among the trio, it's gonna be Harry and Hermione. Get yourself together, dude. It's not gonna work. And guess what? I was right. And I don't know what else to say. I think I am shaped by Harry Potter. So I'd say that I always do say this. I think I said that in my first ever vlog in this channel. before Drool train was a thing, that two writers have shaped me into the person who I am today. Mark Twain and J.K. Rowling. Mark Twain's, Tom Sawyer. When I read Tom Sawyer, I was just 5 years old, which is, I know, well, it's a little uncanny because it's actually a book for like 10 plus years old kids, and I was like barely 5 when I read it. It was actually meant for my cousin who was 10 plus years old, but he had some important exams coming out. His parents just left that book at my place, and I read it. So I I always say that Tom Sawyer made the mold of the person I am, and Harry Potter shaped me as a human. So my mold is Tom Sawyer, and my shape is Harry Potter. Well, not physically. Physically, I'm a very biologically uh, compounded living being. So don't confuse that, please. I mean metaphorically. Um, I would say this has been a really awesome thing for me because um, also I think my values are based on these two books, and that makes me like kind of eccentric for my demography. And well, I have mentioned it before, I am a South Asian Muslim middle class family's daughter, so things are quite different from my POV, and the social expectations of values from me are pretty different than what I have. I don't like totally blame J.K. Rowling and Mark Twain for this. Of course, I cannot. I chose to be who I am, but I think in a way they made me see things from a different standpoint. I'm not saying I'm on a moral high ground here, but I think I have basis for being the person I am. Mark Twain taught me in Tom Sawyer books, the first book, that it doesn't matter what demographic you are from. If you are from a different demography and important for diversity, still, if you are the bad person, if you are harming other people, you are the bad guy. Um, and you should be penalized for your bad deeds. That is why I did not feel bad when Inyunjo, a Red Indian, a native of that land, you know, got taught the lesson he deserved for being the bad person he was. And later in the second book, in Huckleberry Finn, Mark Twain also articulated that race and class are totally irrelevant. We all are humans in the end. That is why we see that Tom and Huck both treats Jim as their friend. They are not disgusted about it. Well, Huck had an initial struggle to cope with the fact that he is actually helping a black person, but then he was like, I don't care. He's a person, and he is a good person, so I might as well help him. And that, I think, made me think of, you know, the race and the religion. Here in our country, religion and race is a big thing, and I always was able to see past it. So I might as well thank Mark Twain for making the person who I am, and for making letting me see things for I mean treating people for who they are, not where they're from. And in a way, Harry Potter also did the same thing for me. Like taking people more accountable for their choices than for who they are, where they're from, and for the actions they take. Choices are more important. What you intend to do is more important than what you have done. Sometimes you try to do a good thing and it turns out bad. Well, it does not matter that what you did bad is okay, but it mostly matters that you actually try to do something good, right? I hope I am talking about the right thing, and that's what J.K. Rowling always meant through his writings. But most importantly, she also taught us that it does not matter what house wizard or witch is from. It's what they do matters most. Like Peter Pettigrew, that betraying Peter Pettigrew was a Gryffindor. He was a timid Gryffindor. And at the same time, we have brave Slytherins. So the point of, like the all Slytherins are bad, the all Gryffindors are noble and good is not always true. She totally articulated that point. Though yes, these houses are known for their traits. Just as true as this fact is, these houses do not make the people who they are. They make their own choices, and that I think is a very beautiful lesson a people of my then time when I started reading it could get. Uh, and that is why I think Harry Potter was very, very dear to me. I could relate to it like in so many levels. I was really sad that I could not go to Hogwarts, but I think we've all had, in some way, had the idea of what it would be like because we, our generation, in a way, lived that. And I don't know. I just want to thank J.K. Rowling for doing all this. She is just a so totally awesome person. Not just because she wrote Harry Potter, but though it is the most important thing. That is how I got to know her. But also as a person, she's a really cool human being. Like I follow her tweets like crazy kid. Well, not a stalker, but yeah, she's setting rather good examples for us, for all the kids who grew up with Harry Potter. She still inspires us. I have the speech excerpt from the speech she gave in Harvard commencement ceremony. It's on my table under the glass, and where he said that failure made her failure in the previous career made her to choose writing, the one thing she really was passionate about, and how, even though after all these struggles, how she made it because she gave like her 100% to creating this beautiful, awesome book. And her hard work paid off because she tried, and also she had passion and trust in her. And though I am in a kind of similar struggle right now, though I don't have any daughter to take care of, still I have a lot going on right now, and still J.K. Rowling, I think her life and her hard work in a way still inspire me to and tell me that this is not the end of the world. I can make it. I can do something with the things I care for, I love, and I want to do. And so you are a constant inspiration, ma'am, and thanks for giving us Harry Potter. Thanks for making our life better thing. And thanks for making our life really awesome. Did I tell you I had a really weird nightmare about Harry Potter? Like, it was in 2003 when the third movie came out, and in the Prisoner of Azkaban type. I had a dream one day that it's afternoon and Dementors are breathing fire and they are actually sweeping off all the high-rise buildings in the horizon out of my when what I see from my window, and I was just seeing the world crumbling in front of me. And I woke up like ah, and then I found out it's okay. Dementors are not here and they're not breathing fire, which is weird, I know. But so I think I kind of gushed about it, and it is okay to gush about it. It is justifiable to gush about Harry Potter, I believe. And Queen Joe, again, thanks. Also, I know this is not what J.K. Rowling or Mark Twain would say, but I kinda, if not actively, if not when I'm conscious, but still, I'm pretty sure my subconscious self judges people for not reading Harry Potter. At least my subconscious self judges those who have the amenity or the opportunity and the means of reading Harry Potter and still chose not to because they just think they can not read Harry Potter and be who they really are. And of course, I agree, it's totally your choice not to read Harry Potter. But then again, what kind of choice you make? I mean, yes, you have read like the all great books on in the literatures of world, and still you chose not to read Harry Potter. Um, okay, I understand. So even if I tell you that it's totally fine, it's your choice, whatever you want. It's not a big deal. Not, I mean, reading Harry Potter. Even if I say that, know that whomever you are, if you do not read Harry Potter, a part of me, a part inside me, a teeny teeny tiny part inside me, will always judge you. Sorry, really sorry, but I think I just confess the truth. So, I'm not a good person. What were you expecting from me? Come on, I'm a Drool. This is Drool train. It's not cool train, so don't expect me to be all cool and nice person. Sorry, I am kind of entitled to my opinions. So, bye. Have a nice day and read a Harry Potter book you haven't read one already, or reread because it never gets old, or you can always use some Harry Potter in your life any moment. Well, as John Green said in a Wikiverse episode with the Gregory brothers, that Harry Potter is the answer to all questions. Yeah, I can agree with that. So, bye. Have a nice day. I know my sweater just keep on falling off my shoulder. It's weird. So, bye. Have a nice day. Again. Yeah.